Hello friends, welcome to my channel Clinical Biochemistry by Dr. P.K. Prabhakar. Today we are going to talk about Bradford test. This is another test which we are doing for carbohydrate, and this is also a qualitative test. So let's come. We are going to see something about some of the information about the test, how we are going to perform and what is the principle of the test. So first we are going to see the introduction of the test. As you know, this is one of the qualitative test by which we can find out the reduction test. This is called reducing test, reducing sugar test. So the principle, if you see it, it is almost similar to the Benedict test and Fehling test, where copper is going to be reduced. So as we have done in case of Benedict test and Fehling test, copper plus 2 ion was reduced to copper plus 1 ion and gave us cuprous oxide, and that was going to precipitate. So similarly here also copper plus 2 ion is going to reduce into copper plus 1 ion, but there are some differences are there. That all differences also we are going to see in further. So by this test, Bradford test, we are going to differentiate between the monosaccharide and the disaccharide. Disaccharide normally does not give you the positive Bradford test, but if you are going to heat the reaction mixture for longer duration of time, disaccharide can be digested, can be degraded and give you monosaccharide, and then that monosaccharide will give you the positive test. But directly disaccharide itself does not give you positive test. So this is, we can use this test for the differentiation between monosaccharide and disaccharide carbohydrates. What are our requirement during the test is, we require test sample from which we are going to do the test. Then we require dry test tubes and the pipettes. We require a water bath or the burner where we are going to heat the reaction mixture. For the preparation of Bradford reagent, we require minimum 2 components. One of the thing is glacial acetic acid, that is 1.8 ml, and copper acetate crystal, that is 13.3 gram. Now here you can see the differences. In case of Benedict test and Fehling test, we have used, that was alkaline condition. Alkaline condition in case of Benedict test, it was provided by sodium carbonate, whereas in case of Fehling test, alkaline condition was provided by KOH or NOH. But here in case of Bradford test, its reaction mixture condition is acidic, that is because of glacial acetic acid. So here reduction occurs in case of acidic environment. This is one of the most important criteria for this Bradford test. Second one is copper acetate. In case of Benedict test and Fehling test, we have used copper plus 2 ion, but that came from copper sulphate. In the case of Bradford test, we are getting copper from copper acetate. And the final volume for these two components will be dissolved in 200 ml of distilled water. The significance of component, as already I have told you, copper acetate, it gives us copper plus 2 ion, but that is slightly different from the Benedict test and Fehling test. And glacial acetic acid, its important significance is it makes the environment acidic. The principle of the test is similar to Benedict and Fehling test. This is also reduction of the cupric plus 2 ion to cuprous plus 1 ion. So aldehyde and ketone sugar, where it will be monosaccharides, have the property to reduce cupric plus 2 ion to cuprous ions. Similarly, it is done here. So this is our carbohydrate which is having aldehyde group. So this is aldose. This copper plus 2 ion coming from cuprous acetate, and this is what in presence of water. So this carbohydrate is working as a reducing sugar, and it reduces copper plus 2 into copper plus 1, and carbohydrate itself is going to be oxidized into acid. So this is COOH acidic group. So this is a copper reduction test, and this cuprous oxide is going to precipitate it in the solution. The reduction occurs in both acid. If you see the reduction of cuprous ion, means copper plus 2 to copper plus 1, both occurs in both acidic as well as alkaline condition. But the reduction which occurs in acidic condition is only done by very strong reducing agent. And monosaccharides are very good reducing agent compared to disaccharides. So that is the reason why monosaccharide gives the positive test, whereas disaccharide gives the negative test, because the condition is acidic, where we require a strong reducing agent, and monosaccharide is a strong reducing agent compared to disaccharides. So that's why only monosaccharide gives us positive test. Now coming to the procedure of the test, we are going to take a test tube, dry test tube. It will be well cleaned. 1 ml test sample or solution we will take in the test tubes. Add 2 ml of Bradford solutions, which is cuprous acetate in dissolved in glacial acetic acid. Boil tube in the boiling water bath. Record color and record the time required for the development of the brick red color. So here we are going to say it. Brick red precipitation occurs 5 minute boiling in case of monosaccharide, whereas in case of disaccharide it requires more than the 5 minutes. So roughly it requires 7 to 12 minutes of time for disaccharide to give the color. Because disaccharide first it has to be degraded into monosaccharide, and then monosaccharide will give you the positive test. So disaccharide first takes some time to degrade it into monosaccharide, and then monosaccharide gives the further reaction. So that's why disaccharide gives more time compared to monosaccharide. The delay is in the development of the color in case of disaccharide is due to slow reduction of disaccharide during the test. If you see the reactions, this is negative test where no precipitates occurs, and this is positive test where you are seeing brick red precipitates is settled at the bottom of the tube. So that is positive test. There are some points which has to be noted. Normally sugars are less reactive in case of acidic conditions than in alkaline media. That's why Benedict and Fehling test are better reduction test compared to Bradford test. Disaccharides are less reactive than the monosaccharide, so that's why disaccharide does not give you positive test compared to monosaccharide, or disaccharide takes more time than the monosaccharides. A briskly boiling water bath should be used to obtain the reliable result. If you will heat more for more duration of time, disaccharide will be degraded and it will give you the positive test. And freshly prepared reagent must be used for your reactions to give better results. So that's all for the Bradford test. Hope you have understand and you will got the informations. If you have not liked the video, please press the like button. Please subscribe my channels to get more information on biochemistry. Hope I have done. Thank you.